What's up, guys? Right off the back, I want to say much respect to Josh Taylor for his first fight at 147 being against a tough fighter who's coming off of back-to-back impressive wins. Now, this fighter's name is Ekow Essuman. He's 5'10". Fights out of the orthodox stance. He's originally from Botswana, Africa, but he now resides in the UK. He's 21 wins, only 8 KOs. He's got one loss. Now, out of these back-to-back impressive wins, the one that impressed me the most was the win over Owen Cooper, in which Ekow Essuman was able to get the stoppage at the very end of the fight. The reason that fight is so impressive is because of Ekow Essuman being floored by a monstrous right hand while he was trying to exit back and straight out, and then landed pinpoint accurate on his chin, and most of us thought the fight was over. However, Ekow Essuman was able to get up and fight to the stoppage and get a stoppage, which gives him the valid nickname, the Engine, because he was able to sustain enough momentum and power after being hurt badly and come away with a stoppage. Now, we all know Josh Taylor. He's from Edinburgh, Scotland, and he still resides in Scotland. Now, Josh Taylor is also 5'10". Josh Taylor is a southpaw. Now, Josh Taylor has 19 wins, 13 of those coming by KO. He's got 2 losses, one to Teofimo Lopez and one to Jack Catterall, which one can argue that they are both elite fighters. Now, Ekow Essuman, I couldn't find any elite fighters on his resume, but Ekow Essuman has spent almost half of his 9-year career, his 9-year pro career, fighting all the way up at 154 pounds. So Ekow Essuman is used to fighting guys who are probably a lot bigger than Josh Taylor. Now, Ekow Essuman only has 8 knockouts out of 21 fights, but he definitely knows how to put his paws on his opponents. I would definitely consider Essuman an educated power puncher. Now, most of us know that Josh Taylor is coming off of back-to-back depressing losses. Now, with that being said, and Josh Taylor moving up to 47, in the past, Josh Taylor had mentioned a few times that it was time for him to go up to 147. Now, with this being Josh Taylor's first fight at 147, I'm doubting that his power will discourage Ekow Essuman. Now, I could be super wrong. Josh Taylor has been known to show great power in the past, along with great footwork, body work, and good accuracy in the exchanges. But when a fighter moves up more than 5 pounds to another weight class, normally it takes a couple fights for that fighter's power to acclimate to the weight class. But in certain cases, some fighters move up and they're snappy right off the bat because maybe they were weight drained or maybe they were killing themselves to make the weight at that previous weight class. Josh Taylor's resume is far superior to Ekow Essuman. Let's get that straight right off the bat. Now, on paper, Josh Taylor will be the most powerful puncher that Ekow Essuman has faced, and that's on paper. Like I said, Essuman has been at 54 half his career. Now, Ekow Essuman has been fighting twice a year for the last 4 years. Josh Taylor only about once a year for the past 4 years. So Essuman might come in a lot sharper than Josh Taylor. But once again, I want to give Josh Taylor, make sure I give him credit here for picking this guy. Now, this guy, Essuman, does have a loss, so the code has been cracked on how to defeat him. And his last defeat, though I called it impressive, it was back and forth. So, Josh Taylor, this is a winnable fight for him. Now, me personally, I like Josh Taylor. I think the Josh Taylor and the Teofimo fight, I don't know who that was. I was like, man, I just thought that Josh Taylor could have been a lot sharper than what I seen in that fight. It really left me looking for more. Now, this Ekow Essuman guy, I think he's a good fighter. He does get touched. He does get touched. And when I was looking through his resume, probably 80 to 90% of his resume, all of the fighters' KO percentages were under 50%. So Ekow Essuman has yet to face, even though he spent half of his career up at 54, he still hasn't really faced any heavy punchers. Now, I want to ask y'all, do you think Josh Taylor stayed at 140 for too long and he'll be rejuvenated at 147? Now, if Josh Taylor was to lose to Ekow Essuman, where does he go from here? I would love to know your opinion. Let me know in the comments. This is another episode of the Triangle Theories with your man Jay Squiz. We'll catch y'all on the next one.